Hi, I'm Charlie Sauer, president of the Market Institute Foundation and editor of U.S. Policy. Today we're talking about science and COVID and how we've likely been using science wrong in our response to the COVID pandemic. Now, the paper I want to talk about is one from Bob Graboyes at the Mercatus Center. He's a senior research fellow there, and he's one of my favorite healthcare policy analysts. And in his paper, he talks about the fact that he's a mask wearer, and he's a mask wearer for several reasons. And it hit home with me because I'm a mask wearer too, and I happen to be a mask wearer for the same reasons that Bob is. And that's Pascal's wager. Pascal's wager, if you don't know, was this idea from Blaise Pascal back in 1600, and it was a religious wager. And it says that living a godly life isn't much of a price to pay for the possibility of the fact that there's a God. In other words, the marginal benefit you get from living an ungodly life isn't worth the eternal of damnation, if that's what you believe, the eternal of damnation if there is no God. And that's the Pascal's God wager. So Bob's conclusion is that the cost versus the benefit and the science that is out there says he should wear a mask. That's his wager. And there's a lot of things that prove that he's true. First off, the science is on his side. The science says that where people wear more masks, there's less COVID community spread. That's true. There is science out there that says that masks are good. One of the reasons I wear a mask is because the government told us not to so that they could hoard masks at the beginning. It's my way of giving the middle finger to the government. But I also think it has a health benefit. And the reason why this is important to talk about is that we have been using science incorrectly during most of COVID. Look, there have been studies that show that masks aren't effective. But that's the way science works. Science is science. Science is about research. Science is about asking questions. Science is not about telling us what to do or how to act. Science is there to inform us and help us and give us more information about the things that we do. As Bob points out in his article about mask wearing, there was a recent paper by Julia Belouz, and she has this excellent graphic that shows that food, almost all of the foods that we eat, both prevent cancer and cause cancer according to science. Now, what should be your takeaway from that? Does the cause cancer and prevent cancer fight with each other? Does the fact that it causes cancer mean that even though it prevents cancer, you can't eat it? No. You need to look at these things and make rational decisions. Is there a large risk? What does the research say? Does it say that it causes cancer 100% of the time? Does it say it does it in certain amounts? Does the prevention prevent all cancers? Does it only prevent it in certain types of people? What does the research say? But the fact is science isn't there to be prescriptive. Science is there to inform the prescription. We can't let science, how do I say this? Because I love science. I love research. We can't let science dictate the way that we live our lives on a study-by-study basis. We can't let science change everything 180 study by study. We need to listen to science and hear what the scientists are saying in the direction that they think the science is going in. And we need to use that to rationally inform our decisions. In the end, I'm a mask wearer. I'm a mask wearer because the science says that wearing a mask is beneficial. At least that's the way that I see the science. But look, the cost of wearing a mask is not that big. It's not a gigantic burden. If that is what allows us to go out and visit small businesses and go out and live our lives and do normal business during normal business hours in a normal business way, masks are a small price to pay. And if the science works out, then it is the correct price to pay. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button.